What is going on, everybody? It is the Naughty Investor here, coming at you with another video. So to kick today's video off with some important news, the bull market will return any minute. Binance CEO CZ has said, any minute the bull market will return is his exact quote. As you can see right there. CZ, CEO at Binance, expressed his rather positive sentiment on the current market setup during an interview with Crypto Globe at Consensus Singapore 2018 conference. Being fairly cautious with his words, CZ outlined that 2018 has seen very strong support at the $6,000 level. Of course, talking about Bitcoin, comparing it to 2015 when the support level was $200. He also said that he's looking at the price movement on a yearly basis, and hence he doesn't believe the market has been bearish at all. However, he also said that, quote, if you look at a weekly or monthly basis, yes, we had a bear market a little bit, but it was only $20,000 in price for a week or so. I always look at the long term. With this said, he thinks that the bull market will return sooner rather than later. Quote, so I think that any minute the bull market will return, and historically, October to December are the good months. Before Christmas are usually the months when the market goes up very often, but I'm not saying that will happen this year or that it won't. Nevertheless, the CEO also admitted he's not a trader, but rather a hodler. I never trade myself, I always buy and hold. Firm on his feet, earlier in September, CZ expressed his disagreements with Vitalik Buterin's statement that there is no room for 1000x price increases. At the time, CZ said that crypto will absolutely grow 1000x and more. Just reaching USD market cap will give it close to 1000x. That's just one currency with many restricted use cases, and the derivatives market is so much bigger. So here you can see his tweet with Vitalik. Of course, I like Vitalik, but I do have to disagree with him here. There is absolutely room for 1000x increases, and honestly, even more when you consider the long term. Is it going to happen next year? No. Is it going to happen the year after that? No. Will we go up soon? Of course, but 1000x, it might take a few years to reach USD market cap. Of course, that's the case, but that's why CZ is saying you have to consider the long term, not the short term. He now seems even more optimistic, outlining that not only will he keep his tweet up, but he'll also retweet it when the time comes, reaffirming his positivity on the growth of the cryptocurrency market. I think it's going to be so much more, so I'm going to keep that tweet, and when we get there, I really don't know when, but when we do, I'll retweet that tweet. So guys, I have to agree with CZ. Bull market, in my opinion, is around the corner. It's a matter of when, not if. And if you have been buying during this bear market and you've been buying at these prices, there's a very good chance you are going to see a large appreciation in your money and your capital that you put in. I mean, that's what you want to do. You buy when prices are low. Right now, prices are fairly low compared to where they were just 9 months ago. So if you've been buying in this bear market, I think you're going to end up all right. I agree with him that there is a room for 1000x price increases. I do not agree, even though I like Vitalik. I do like Vitalik Buterin. He's a very smart man. When it comes to computer science, I have to disagree with him there. There is room for 1000x and more. So it's just not going to happen overnight, of course. So I do agree with Binance CEO that the bull market could return any minute. On to the next piece of news. Again, Binance in the news, always in the news, guys. Binance CEO, our decentralized crypto exchange, could launch by Q1 of 2019. Binance CEO, yes, we work on Saturdays non-stop. Despite its relative youth, Binance has quickly risen to the top of the crypto leaderboards, establishing itself as a multinational, well-respected cryptocurrency platform that has the nascent crypto industry in its best interest. Although the firm, which is currently headquartered in the island nation of Malta, has gained recognition for its centralized exchange that hosts tens of millions of users, it has become apparent that it is rapidly pushing forward with its plans to create and successfully launch a DEX, that is Decentralized Exchange. In a recent interview with CNBC crypto traders Ran Noor, Binance CEO noted, quote, "I believe that decentralized exchanges are the future. I don't know when that future will come. I think that we are at an early stage for that, so I don't know if it will be this year, 2 years, 3 years, or 5 years, but we will be ready for it. We, Binance, are now actively investing our efforts, our time into the space. We have a dedicated team working on this." While CZ's statements made it sound like Binance's in-house decentralized exchange is still a few years away at the very least, as reported by News BTC previously, it seems that the team Zhao mentioned has pushed far ahead of schedule. On August 9th of 2018, Binance CEO CZ dropped an update regarding the startup decentralized exchange on his well-followed Twitter feed, which hosts 220,000 cryptocurrency proponents. His tweet says, "At first, rough pre-alpha demo of Binance Decentralized Exchange, DEX, showing issuing, listing, and trading of tokens. No GUI yet, that means graphical user interface, a small step for Binance Chain, a big step for Binance." In the attached video, which was a short but sweet 6 minutes, the CEO, who told viewers to not expect too much, highlighted the firm's casual, rough, and pre-alpha demo that had no GUI to speak of. In spite of the lack of consumer-friendly features, Binance developers were still able to demonstrate that the platform was functional by creating listings and trading a testnet crypto asset in just a few minutes. Just 6 weeks after his initial sneak peek, the Canadian-Chinese Binance executive dropped a few more hints about the upcoming platform that will undoubtedly alter how this industry operates from the inside and out. Here is his tweet. "Just had a productive meeting for Binance Decentralized Exchange, where BNB will be native gas and the exchange don't control user funds, aiming for a public beta end of the year next year. Yes, we work on Saturdays non-stop." Quote, "Distributed exchanges are just around the corner. It means that once we no longer have centralized exchanges, and they will disappear eventually, within 5 years, there will be gone. Nothing can shut us down. It is absolutely end of the war. Governments can't shut us down. Financial institution, banks, nothing." So really cool about Binance. Decentralized exchanges I've always been positive on. Currently, there are lots of issues with them, with scalability and user interfaces, and there's lots of problems with them. But if you're looking long term, a year, 2 years down the line, it's very possible that decentralized exchanges start to really get into the market. And when you look even further down the line, 5 years, 6 years, they could be the dominant exchange. I don't think centralized exchanges will ever die completely, but I do think decentralized exchanges are going to eventually be the dominant force in the cryptocurrency market. On to the next piece of news. U.S. lawmakers request SEC Chairman Jay Clayton to clarify security tokens classification. In a letter dated September 28th, the Congress of the United States requested precise clarification concerning the designation of securities in the cryptocurrency space. The inquiry recognized the difference between digital tokens and securities, where the confusion of such has the potential to disrupt American innovation in both the financial and technology sector. The uncertainty of security tokens. The new wave of security tokens has caught the attention of the U.S. Congress. The new document was addressed specifically at Jay Clayton, who has shown support for security tokens in the past. However, the SEC's precise definition of securities in the realm of distributed ledger technology remains a mystery. This is precisely what Congress has inquired to know. As stated by the U.S. Congress, quote, "The SEC should clarify the criteria used to determine when offers and sales of digital tokens should properly be considered, quote, investment contracts and therefore offerings of securities." So I have to agree here. Whether or not you're for regulation or you're against it or you're not, whatever your opinion on this is, we need answers. We need to know, we need just clarity in the market. Okay, that's what we need most of all. Clarity from regulators. And I think recent news that I've covered has suggested that it's going to be very little regulation, light touch regulation is what the actual quote was. And I think that's good. You don't want too much regulation because then you hurt innovation. But you could argue you need some regulation because if not, then the institutional money won't come into the market because they'll be too scared of it. So I hope that they do clarify. I hope they don't start banning things. I don't think they are. I think they're smarter than that because you have to remember the United States, most of all, wants money. The government wants money. They want their piece of the pie. And if they start being too hostile to cryptocurrencies, they're just going to leave the US and go overseas. You see Binance, they're headquartered in Malta, right? They're not headquartered in the US. And you can see other companies do similar things where they go overseas and where there's less regulation, less taxes, whatever. So I do think that we should remain positive about regulations and that they're not going to be too strict. So that's my thoughts on that. And again, I do agree we need an answer. We need clear guidelines, because if we have clear guidelines, we know what we could invest in, we know what we shouldn't invest in, and the ICOs know what they could offer, what they can't offer, and then the exchanges know what they can list and they can't list. It just makes life a lot easier. Now, on to the market today. Market today is holding at $220 billion total market cap level. Bitcoin dominance at 51.4%. Bitcoin is down 1.55% on the day. Ethereum up 1.08%. XRP up almost 6%. EOS down 2.20%. Bitcoin Cash down 2%. A lot of coins are down today, but very small losses today. There are some gainers. If you go into today's biggest gainers, it is PivX with 30% and then Redcoin with 21%. So there are some big gainers in the market. Overall, I would describe today as a mixed market. Lots of coins are down a little bit, lots of coins are up a little bit, and there's a couple big gainers on the day as always. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, share it, check out all the links in the description. I have some offers there if you want to start buying cryptocurrencies with my links, help support the channel. I will see you in the next video. It's Naughty Investor, and I hope you have a great day.